a little forced. Hey guys, Tough Thumbs here. So I'm here with the legendary Samuel.
Don't flatter me.
He's back after taking a long vacation.
No, I just thought I'd leave, but then I decided you do make nice stuff, so I decided to come back.
Yeah, right. So anyway, guys, right now I am extremely depressed because I realized I should have gone to Vegas, but I didn't. So, next year. So, for all you guys putting out pictures on Instagram, please stop now. Please stop. It's upsetting the children.
I agree.
Anyway, but guys, I got a ton of stuff to show. I think I'm going to fit it all in one video. So,
hopefully.
This will be a crazy video, and because Sam's back, we'll have lots of pimp jobs. Our goal is to get every pimp job out of here, which is close to around maybe 30 or so.
30 or 40, something like that.
Something like that. All of them out like within the next week or two, hopefully.
3 weeks.
Well, it might be more than that. I mean, some of these are like still at like a month.
Some are pretty crazy.
You guys know the turnaround, but please don't worry about your pimp jobs. I'm not going to keep them and not give you your money back, and just, I don't understand where that logic comes from.
I might keep them, but
well, Sam will get beat up if he does. So guys, yeah. So we got a couple Tanics. News on there's final 4 toads for Blade HQ. A pimp job, a special pimp job for my buddy Jacob at Blade HQ. And some stuff to sell. So I'll start off with the sale. So my buddy, I met him at Blade, and he's a big fan of the ZT300 series. And he basically, I'm kind of worked out a deal with him. He had these scales made, milled out and everything, and he just wanted me to finish them. They're basically big chunks with the counterboring done and the speed safe milled out of it, as you can see right here. They're perfect. They're absolutely perfect. They're just like factory scales, except they're made out of titanium. So I had no problem doing it. This is his right here. See, it's heat colored, and this side's got the heat colored titanium scale on it. Acid wash blade. Unfortunately, I probably have to redo this one because I scratched it.
One little scratch ruined it.
One little scratch ruined it. But as you can see, just like the normal stuff, it's not too thick. A little bit of thickness to it, but it's really comfortable. So this one is his. This one is sold. It's an Anzo pattern, stonewashed. And these two that are left here, we got another heat colored one. This is a more subdued heat color. This one's crazy. This one's more like just a uniform pattern. So these are 200 guys a piece. So let me know if you want them. This guy and then a natural pattern, stonewashed.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, if you want it anodized, I have no problem doing that. Just let me know. So 200, they fit perfect, absolutely perfect. Let me know, guys. Just text me, email me. Sam is back on the emails.
Yeah, I have a little bit of catching up to do, but I'll do my best.
Just a little bit. Well, I mean, guys, I'm not taking the pimp jobs. I've said it a few times, and I know I need to update my website. I apologize for that, but I mean, there is no excuse for calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning and asking me to put C-Tech on a Benchmade Griptilian. That is just ludicrous. I mean, all I get is phone calls for Griptilians and Enduras and Delicas.
Stuff
and
we'd say no to
I've
anyway.
said about the Benchmades and Enduras like a million times.
Yeah.
Like, I get nightmares. I mean, it's almost like, hey, let's call up Tough Thumbs and fuck with them.
Let's mess with them.
Hey, Tough Thumbs, I have these pieces of glass, right?
It's Deets every
I was
time.
wondering if you would make a frame lock out of this glass for me. Thank you. Yeah.
It's Deets every time. Don't worry,
Yeah,
they send you the glass first before they talk to you about
Deets. Alright, so yeah, these guys are awesome. I really like them. CT300, they fit perfectly, so let me know. We'll get something going there. Anywho, so next up is basically a redo. This guy just wanted a Warncliffe on his Strider AR, like a factory Strider AR liner lock. My least favorite knife, period. I love Strider to death. It's a good knife as far as functionality goes, but it's uncomfortable and it's ugly in my opinion. Sorry, Vance. Please don't hate me. He doesn't even like the liner lock version.
Yeah,
it's just too big.
Is beautiful though.
This is just way too wide. I mean, the Adamas is wide, but this makes the Adamas feel like a freaking skyline.
Yeah.
So he wanted me to Warncliffe it because the tip was gone, and that would make the blade even smaller, and would look even worse because the blade already looks too small for the handle. So, you know, being the guy he is, Brett, I know he's open to me just having some fun. So I did. I basically remade this thing into what I call the Strider ART, kind of like art.
Oh,
but,
very clever.
but AR tough.
Whoa,
TUFF.
very clever.
So basically, I poonified the blade and made it kind of like less of a drop point, more straight. Poonified. Harpoon. It's like poonification, man. God, Dirty knows what I'm talking about. He poons all day long.
Poonified the blade.
So yeah, I thinned out the blade a little bit, cut this notch here, put a swedge on there, and then I reshaped the handle to give it a more uniform, like aesthetically pleasing look to it. So I brought a little here out. I use the original scales and they're still thick. I contoured them to nice concealed carry size and basically took area out here, a little piece here, a little piece here.
Thing's huge.
And acid wash the blade. It's nice and smooth. It looks really good. I like it a lot.
I've seen frame locks thinner than those liners. Those are crazy.
Yeah, it's nice and smooth. It's good. It's really sharp. And it's mildly comfortable compared to how it used to be.
Mildly.
It actually can fit in your hand actually pretty good. It's actually not too bad at all.
When you choke up on it.
And especially this right here, it's nice and comfy. So that's a little pimp job there. Oh yeah, I'm sorry guys. I know some people get offended by me pimping my own knives because it's like, oh fuck you have time to pimp your own knives but not mine. Like screw you. Yes, I deserve that,
yes.
But at the same time, I have a bit of OCD when it comes to owning a knife and hating something about it. And you guys know the Domino, I liked the Domino at first, and then I just absolutely just flat out hated it for a day. And I was like, the only thing saving this thing is a titanium scale, I hope. So I threw a tie scale in there, which took me about like, what, like 15 hours to do it?
I don't know, I wasn't here for it.
No, it took me a little bit of time. I used some thin tie. And I fell in love with it right away.
It's
this is how it should be.
fantastic.
Spyderco, what the hell are you doing?
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Bill
Flipper
Cosby
stage.
called. He wants his scales back. Titanium. It just makes sense. It's perfect.
It's beautiful.
It makes it. It's an odd looking knife. Surprisingly, it's actually not that pleasing to the eye. But once you put the tie on there, it just whatever it was that was bugging me before about the looks, like, kind of went away.
It's like the Sage 2 and the Mannix 2 had a love child.
Yeah, but it's more Sage 2 now, which is a good thing. It's my
definitely.
favorite knife. And this actually really smoothened it up a bit, too. I mean, if it could get any smoother. But it's now something I do carry often, so.
The balance is a lot better, too.
Oh, yeah. It just feels right. It's just all is right with the world now. So, that is my Domino. And next up.
Hinder action?
Alright, we'll show the last pimp job. This one's special. So, I had ordered a ZT801, the Rexford, because I wanted one real bad. And I got it from Jacob, Blade HQ. And I look in the package, and there's a Boker GDC. And I'm like, oh, look at that. I didn't ask for that. And he, like, gave it to me. And I was like, wow, what a nice gift. And then he's like, oh, yeah, and I threw a hinder in there. Can you put some carbon fiber on it for me? Thanks, bye. And I was like, you know what, Jacob? That is low, but I'll do it for you.
Very clever, very clever.
But Jacob, I consider a friend, and he's helped me so much. I've said it many times. He's like one of the nicest guys I've ever talked to, and you know, I'm really happy to work with him and have a future with him and the Blade HQ for sure. So I didn't want to just do something whatever. So I went a little bit further on this one and made something on the hinder I've never seen anybody do before.
Yeah, I've never seen this before either.
So I'll show the scale first. He sent me some of the material that they have at Blade HQ, which is a unidirectional carbon fiber. It's kind of got like a squiggly, more of a like a wrinkle look to it, which I like a lot actually. It's not the same as all unidirectional I've seen. And I put a little bit of flare on the front.
A little bit of a glowy glow.
I don't know. I know at Blade HQ, I mean, Ben was telling me how Jacob wore flare all the time. So
Yeah.
you wear the pins like Blade HQ, Strider, like do the suspenders.
Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah. So I put a little bit of moon glow in there underneath the scale. Just inset in there, just smacked in. It's not even glued in, it's just sitting in there just because it's pressed in. So
Looks really good.
he can take it out if you want to at any time. So nice clean scales, but added something different to it. As you can see, the backs or the standoffs are black. And the pocket clip is black, and the screws, the pin heads on this side are black. The I don't even know what the hell they call it. Spacer. Space holder's black,
Yeah.
and the pivot's black here. Now these have been powder coated. which I learned from Dave, Sam's brother. Really cool guy. I wish he was here instead of Sam.
I don't blame you. He's the best.
If I was to make a trade, it'd be like trading a Tenacious for a Rexford, pretty much.
I don't know. Maybe the Ambitious for a Rexford.
All right, a Sheffield.
Sheffield.
Sheffield for a Marsh. Just kidding. But yeah, the powder coat, he taught us how to do it, and it was really easy. You bake on the powder coating, and it's really strong, actually.
Really durable.
I was like, I don't know about powder coat, really. I know that some companies use it. I wonder if it's durable, and I basically took a blade and just started scraping against metal, chopping wood with it, and just all stuff. And it was just stuff that's not natural for wear. And it didn't really do anything at all. It did exactly what we think it would do on any coating. Like if you scratch against metal, it leaves a little bit of a line on it, but it didn't get through to the steel.
Chip away or anything.
So this is, I think, really awesome. It's blacked out in the middle there, which almost makes it invisible, like the standoffs. And Jacob's got like a really smooth hinderer here. Like the detent feels good on this one.
It's
actually
one of the best ones I've ever felt.
Like it sucks in a lot. It's nice. It's very nice, and I really like the scale. It's super comfy. And I wanted to go extra far for Jacob because I appreciate everything he does. Even though I hate him right now for being. I think last time I texted him, he said, "Oh yeah, I'm meeting up with Mike Strider right now. You know, I'm gonna get some burgers or something."
Can you leave me alone for a little while? I got more important people.
Yeah. Yeah. Shut up. Tough thumbs. You suck. Yeah. So that's Jacob's, and I like it. I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot too. So that brings me into the next thing. So
Custom knife arena.
So my knives here. So when I did the toads, the war toads for Blade HQ, I had gotten to 16 left, and those were the last ones that went up, the G10 ones. So basically, you got 4 more to do, and I ran out of all the parts for them.
Just some
titanium and stuff. Yeah. So I have the parts in, and I got the blades. They're done. So there's a final 4. Excuse me. There's a final 4 toads. And they're sort of like the last 4 toads. Not the last 4 I'll ever do, but the last 4 I'm going to do for a little while. So they're sort of like the 4 toadsmen of the apocalypse. They will all be the same. There will be patterns that will be different, but they will all be completely blacked out. And I
love it.
Absolutely love them.
Perfect.
So they're kind of a cool, like, and I'm going to number these like 1 of 4. So they'll be out of the 50. They won't be 1 of 50. It will be 1 of 4 of the end or something like that. So these are the Def Toads, and I could not be more happy with these.
Beautiful.
I mean, there's nothing but black except for that edge. That edge.
That edge.
So yeah, and you see they're going to have the integral look to them. Basically polish up the G10 on the back, and the flat, the front of the scales are sandblasted. And as you can see, it's just super sexy. And you guys know that the toads, like, you know, unfortunately they do scratch up here. That's part of the friction folder. You know what I mean? But I figure it's a wearing thing that I like.
Even this one doesn't scratch
much. But this coating, it does not. It doesn't scratch. So that kind of says something about the coating there.
The coating takes a little bit of a bump. Like it's got a little bit of give to it. Just like the tiniest little bit of give to it. So it takes a bump.
Yeah, this is just perfect. No scratches on it. But I love this. I mean, I will do a toad after these 4, and it will be mine, and it will be this, just like this.
Yeah.
Because I'm absolutely in love with it. I mean, look at that. It's, I don't know, it's just really clean. Just the cleanest toad I've ever done. So the 4 will be like real dark, like, just like the final toads. Until the Boker ones come out.
Yeah.
So guys, let me know what you think about these. They'll be available pretty soon. Probably, I'm planning on getting these done and out by next week. So the final 4. Maybe I'll throw something in the package with it to make them a little bit more special. So this leads me into my Tanic, which is dark. It's coated lightly. Basically experimented a little bit with the coating. The scale looks like a dark gray. It's almost black, but it's not as black. It's, see this coating, you can actually see the coating. Like it's not too thick, but it's like you see the ripples of the coating on there. It's a matte. So this one's like really matte, and you can feel it. It feels like a brand new Sabenza, like the sandblast on there that's untouched, but a little rougher than that even. So the blade is a little bit less black. But this is mine.
Gosh,
so
I love that.
And the Timascus pops against that black, and I just absolutely love it. And I just had to cover some areas up, and it's just as smooth. So, yep, there is an option there for the black powder coat on your knife. And I have all sorts of crazy ideas.
Yeah, I can see them in
You don't even know, dude. I thought of some stuff, and I know what you're gonna say. I want that. But yeah, that really nice pearled like pivot just looks sexy as hell.
It looks great.
And regardless of some people say these pivots are the alpha pivots, and the reason they're chunky on top is so you can modify them however you want to. I've heard some people saying some uneducated things about them, like they're made this way as a favor to knife makers to do whatever you want with them. Right, Tam?
That's right, Mr. Jeff.
That's right, my little yes man. And
Well,
Sam came back with a beard, so he's a man now.
Yeah, I came back
He
with a
told
big
me that
beard.
he did exactly what I told him to do. I told him to go out in the woods, wrestle a bear, and eat its heart. And he did that, and a beard just popped.
And an elk as well. But I didn't
Now,
take
the elk was him sucking up.
Didn't
He's just
take
showing
the elk.
off. He's still got to learn. He's just, you know.
I'm trying my hardest.
So, finally, I know I'm forgetting something. Oh, yeah.
That pin.
No, I know.
Okay.
So, let me, where's Elliot's? Can you get Elliot's knife in the other room? It's in the other
green
room.
one. Yes, in the other room.
Yeah.
One second.
So, Ferrum Forge, Elliot, me and him decided to make a trade. One of his knives for one of my Tanics. Which I'm also going to be doing with, hopefully, the Thor. He's kind of MIA on YouTube, but he's on Instagram. The Sinbad is really cool. And we're going to do a project, hopefully, where we get these basically unfinished. I sent him one unfinished with the lock right and the detent right, but nothing else done to it. So we're going to work on each other's. So this is a Pretium that Elliot sent to me. I've always been a fan of his knives. The first one I saw I wasn't happy about the way it looked, but then I looked into it and he had a lot more knives, and the action's what really caught me. I mean, it's just insanely smooth, and it's very comfortable. Came razor sharp. What is this song playing? Love the choil here. This choil is awesome. The way it curves this way, some people don't understand it, but it's like a gun. Like it's really comfortable right there, and it pulls your finger away from that edge. Whereas some choils just with the regular angle this way, it just allows you to roll up here, but you can pull backwards. And it's just, you know, it's Elmax steel, full tie. It's got the rolling detent, back rolling detent, over travel inside there, inside the lock bar insert. See there's a little line right here, and then the lock bar insert, of course, which is made out of, I think he said aluminum foil. Okay. And then the hidden screws on the awesome pocket clip.
That is a nice clip.
So, and it's super smooth and fun to play with, and rock solid.
The noise, the acoustics on that knife. Jeez.
Yeah. And it's just, the stop pin's great.
Yeah. Stops are right great. Yeah, the detent on his knives are great.
Yeah, it's that rolling detent system's nice. Really nice. So check him out, guys. Ferrum Forge, Elliot. He is a cute little ragamuffin.
Alright, you're on video still. Come on.
I know. I've confessed my love to him on
Yeah?
many videos. Professed. So in exchange for this, I did a Tanic. Alright, I did a Tanic in exchange, and this is it. Minus a pocket clip. So, weird pattern on this one. I was kind of starting out with the, kind of like the reloader pattern, but a little bit modified. Just kind of like big gouges coming up from the bottom and top, meeting in the middle there. And as you can see, don't touch that.
I want to touch this.
As you can see, this one, I want to do something different, because he did something different on mine. So, first off, it's got a copper backspacer. One of my customers, Nick, he sent this for his Tanic. If I got your name wrong, dude, I'm sorry. I tend to do that. Really nice. It's kind of that flow-through backspacer with the kind of like the poop look to it, as Sebastian calls it.
I love
poop
that.
mascus.
I
like
love
it
that.
too. It's super smooth. The blade is the regular style blade, but as you see, there's a couple jimps at top there. Lots of ounces in this area. Jimps and ounces. Jimps and ounces right here. Jimps and ounces. a lot of ounce right here,
Uh-huh.
a couple jimps right there.
Yeah, I see it.
Jimps right here,
Yeah.
ounces right here.
I hear you.
Get
I
it?
hear you. I think I
Get
was
it?
putting down.
You will die if you carry this in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
You will go dehydrate
Yeah.
like right away.
Can't carry that in a
So
water
anyway.
bottle at the same time.
Yeah, so the pot clip, I'm going to do something crazy with the pot clip, so not done yet. I bronzed these screws, which probably will change back because they don't match the copper. I was hoping maybe I could get some kind of a look there to match them, but I'm probably just going to go with the original idea, which was the pink for these two, and ounces right here, jimping right here. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway.
You haven't done a video in too long.
What's a video? I don't understand what you're talking about. So, Elliot has very terrible taste, so I did it really gaudy and ugly.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No, I
Worst
love
Tannic
this one.
yet?
This one's awesome. Super smooth, super sharp. We can maybe show him what sharp actually is.
Knife maker sass. Phew.
N690 steel, just far superior to LMAX.
Oh, yeah, LMAX.
Because LMAX, according to Jay Davis, it will shatter if you cut paper with it. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I don't. I got my 801 and it's totally fine. I instantly went out and tested it, and I was just like, Jay Davis is trying to get free shit again. That's
you
what
don't
I'm
use
trying.
your knives.
I don't use my
You
knives.
don't use your knives.
No, I'm friends with Jay Davis, guys, so don't start crying,
He's
okay?
awesome.
He's a great guy, and he can take a joke, and he likes taking jokes, so he takes jokes very well.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, guys, that's this is Elliot's Tannic, and it'll be Elliot's first custom knife because he doesn't have a knife collection.
He really has
Shame
not.
on him. He the other day I was talking to him on the phone. He had a Hoback custom, and I was like, "This is the first custom you've really like had in your possession, isn't it?" He's like, "Yeah."
So I have more customs than Elliot does. I have a little
Yes.
fell holder friction folder.
I think he has like a Leatherman and like a bunch of his knives.
Wow.
I don't understand how guys like that get into knives if they don't have a knife.
I don't get that really either. Cause
I know he has a bunch of Medfords.
Ah, that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
where he gets his sleek design from.
No, he uses them to stabilize like his table. Just puts them under the legs.
And door stops. and
Yeah,
stuff.
door
You're good
stops
for that.
too. Also. Yeah, so. Anyway, guys, so I hope you enjoyed it. The Death Toads,
Coming soon.
they are metal as hell. I love them. The detents are great on these. Great detents.
Really great D10. Lock up. Really tight.
No lock rock.
No.
Carbonized the lock bar.
Those thumb saddles are really good for you.
Thumb
too.
saddle's great right here.
The jimping is not as aggressive as I would like.
The ounces lie in this area, and the jimps as well.
I wish it wasn't
No
coated.
jimps here, ounces here.
I wish it wasn't coated because that added at least 3 ounces.
This will kill you now because of the coating. You will dehydrate instantly if you walk around the woods.
I'm pretty sure it's full of cancer. That's why
Yes.
it's so black. But that's the way it goes.
Sam? No.
Yeah.
So. And also I got a knife for sale right here, guys. If you want, it's one of my first fixed blades I ever made. I black coated it. It kind of looks cool, and it's neat.
It should be on TV.
$300. Anzo pattern, D2 steel, harpoony, coated in black powder coat. Brown scales, Anzo pattern. A little bit of a blemish there, but that's okay.
Some
It's
jims.
$300.
Don't forget the jims.
No ounces of jimping in this, actually. It's just completely hollow. The entire thing is hollow inside. So if you hit it too hard on anything, it'll break. No, I'm kidding. But this one's for sale, $300. You guys.